Hey, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I wanted to record another quality time with Q session type video, okay? So today I wanted to talk about building up your confidence, okay? We're going to talk about how we're going to become the best person that we can be for us, for ourselves. So first off, with building your confidence, I want you to know that you are loved, you are important, you are beautiful. There are so many things that God has placed on the inside of you that needs to be birthed for the world, for people who are going to be assigned to your life. You have some really important tasks ahead of you and some important things in you that you need to just grab hold of, okay? Everybody sometimes need that boost. They need a person on the back of them, pushing them, rooting them on. And today I want to be that person for you, okay? I just want to encourage you to be the best person that you could be. Okay, so here we go. So we're going to start off by just, how can you build your confidence? How some ways you can build your confidence, some ways that you could just work on becoming a better person and just reaching your fullest potential. So all of us have seen, majority of us hopefully have seen the show Being Mary Jane, and you see the sticky notes all over the place. Well, that's one way to start, is by putting positive affirmations all over the house, all over your car, so that every time you're having a down day, you can look up and remind yourself to keep going, okay? That's one way I feel like you can help your self-esteem, that you can help your mood from on a day-to-day basis. So one thing that kind of helps me when I wake up in a funk is, first of all, realizing that if I woke up, that is another day above the ground. That's another day for God to use me. That's another day for God to fix my situation. And somebody didn't wake up that morning, and it's always someone, and we hear this is so cliche, it's always someone going through something worse than you. And it really is somebody somewhere that wish that they could trade places with you, even though you feel like your life is in an uproar and you wish you were in a better place. There's always someone that's worse off. So I always keep that in the back of my mind when I'm in a funk, snap out of it, because you have your basic needs and then some. And there's so many people out there that would love to trade places with you. So you can keep that in mind on a bad day, all right? Another thing that I want to encourage you to do is to create a vision board, okay? I used to throw vision board parties all the time. I love vision boards. I have not made a vision board in a while, but I'm going to make a new one. And this is June, but I'm going to go ahead and make me a vision board because there's some things that I want to accomplish by the end of the year. So one of the things that was on my vision board in my mind was starting a YouTube page, starting my podcast about infertility, and making myself an infertility advocate. And I'm so proud of myself because this is June, and halfway through the year I have accomplished so much with that goal. I've interviewed at least over 10 women on my podcast. I've made a bunch of videos. So I want you to get something that you really want to do, something you want to accomplish. If it's writing a book, if it's starting a YouTube channel, if it's telling your story of something like you went through, and I am encouraging you to be more open, to break your silence, do those things. I want you to write them down. Because I feel like when you can see it in writing, you can picture it, you can figure out your next steps, okay? Not only do you just post pictures on a vision board. The last vision board that I made, I posted all my photos, and then I stuck little sticky notes on the photos and gave myself a little note of how I need to reach the goal. Like, for instance, if it was losing weight, I would give myself a realistic weight goal that I wanted to lose or wanted to reach. And then I would talk about how many days I'm going to go to the gym. I was going to talk about researching more things. I put little notes up there to help me get a feeling of what I need to do. I didn't just sit it there and didn't do anything. I set goals and set little tickers of how I need to work towards those things, okay? A mentor. A mentor is a good person to have. I am currently looking for a mentor. It's a few people in my life that I kind of look up to, but I don't know them personally. But I would love to have a mentor. I feel like you can find someone who's just encouraging, who's at a place in life that you possibly would want to be, and they have a lot of experiences. It's a lot of things that you can learn from them. Having a mentor, someone that you could look up to keep you encouraged, that's another good thing that you can do to help you become who you want to be in life, okay? So the vision board, the mentor, the positive affirmations are just 3 things that I just feel like you can do to get a head start on building your confidence, reaching goals, and things like that in life, okay? So I'm going to tell you some things that I feel like you should not do, okay? in life, we all go through some really funky, some funk stages, okay? We all have some things that we go through in life that don't feel good. But I want you to know that wherever you are in life, whether good or bad, you're meant to be there. God has you there for a reason. Where you are did not come by surprise to him. He already has a plan for escape. And I'm one of these people that are not just talking to be talking. I know from experience after dealing with infertility, and I know you guys said she talked about infertility on all her videos. Well, you know what? It is a part of me. It is what I went through, and it is a lot of my testimony and what built me into who I am today. But after a 10-year long journey of all that pain, once it was over, I realized, and during the process, I could see some things that he was pulling out of me. And a lot of things I'm looking back over, and a lot of people that I'm meeting and helping, it's just like amazing to me how all of that was just orchestrated throughout, from just my pain. So I want you to know that your pain is also going to have purpose. And I want you to dig deep and try your best, as hard as it is, to look at your situation through Victoria's eyes, okay? Sit back and think about, okay, God, what are you trying to show me? What are you trying to teach me? What can I learn through this? How can I look at this in a different angle? Because like I said in the beginning, it's always somebody going through something worse than you. Even though you feel like your life is a little bit doomed, there's always someone who would love to trade places with you, okay? So we're not gonna compare ourselves. We're not going to do it. Social media can be one of those things where you're scrolling and everybody's life look like they have their ducks in a row. It looks like, they're traveling and you wish you could travel. They're married and their family pictures. You wish you could do that. But, just make sure that you're not, allowing jealousy to overtake you. Take breaks off social media. I had a point in my life where a lot of times I would get on social media, and when I get off, I would feel some type of way. And I was like, Shonda, why are you allowing social media to run you? Why are you allowing it to deal with your mental space? Social media is not a need. It's something that you don't need in your life. So if you need to close out your accounts and take you a little bit of break just to get yourself together, then do so. And you don't owe anybody an explanation. When I was closing out my account several times, I had people contact me, hey, why aren't you on Facebook anymore? And I'm just like, okay, why do you care, first of all? Is my life that interesting that you got to keep up with me? But I'm like, it's no reason. It's just me taking a break. So I just want to encourage you to take a break. If you need to take a break, if you need to unfollow people, unfollow people. Like, it's just, I want you to be selfish, but not in a bad way. I want you to keep your peace intact. I want you to keep your mental state intact. I want you to keep your vision intact on what you want to do. I want you to have tunnel vision. Okay, I want you to have tunnel vision, and I want you to erase, get away from, exit anything that does not help your peace of mind. Okay, I want you to be selfish enough to love yourself more than you love anything around you, and keep your peace intact. And that means social media. That means a whole lot of negative communication with people who want to call you and and use you as a garbage can. Don't answer the calls. If they text, act like you busy. After a while, they'll leave you alone. I mean, you just have to separate yourself and be very, very selfish on purpose. And there's nothing wrong with that, because you have a goal to reach. You have some peace to keep. And you don't want to just have yourself disturbed and all shaken up over things that are not important. And most of the time, those things are not important. They're not important. You are not going to speak negative. And I'm looking at my paper because I wrote some notes, but you're not going to speak negative. I don't care if you have $10 in your bank account. You will not open up your mouth and say, girl, I'm broke. You won't do that. Because you're not going to always be broke. And if you keep saying you broke, that's all you're going to be, is broke. So you're going to speak positive. You're going to speak the things that are not as though they were. Because the Bible tells you to do that. So you're going to speak things, positivity. You're not going to speak negative. You're going to find the positive things no matter how bad it is. You're going to find something positive that's going on in your life. For instance, if you're, just at a low point right now, if you still have a job in all of this, if you're still able to get income, if you were approved for unemployment, if you have things that are just happening, blessings, please do not overlook those things. Sometimes we do not enjoy the blessings that God has given us because we're so focused on what's next. You have to enjoy where you are because you're there for a reason. Don't be so focused on, oh, I got to get here. Okay, I got this, but my next goal is to do that. Enjoy where you are while you're working to where you want to be. I had to check myself because I was at a place one time and I was like, God, I'm not even enjoying this because I'm so ready to elevate. I'm so ready to get to the next level that I'm not enjoying this level. And that's not what he wants for us. He wants you to enjoy your life and to be at peace and to be content in whatever situation that we're in. And you just have to get to the point where, God has never failed me. Okay. I worry. I'm a human being. I'm not sitting in front of you acting like I'm perfect. Sometimes I do let life get the best of me and I have my little worry sessions, but then I snap out of it because I start thinking back. And some folks keep journals. I'm not a person that does a lot of journaling and I wanted to get into that, but I hate writing. I'd rather just type. So maybe I'll type my journals, but, if you can think back on some things that God has done for you and some places that you have been and he just made a way for you. Like when you get into a funk and you start to think back over those things, then it's like a reality check. You see what I'm saying? You know that if he did it before, he'll do it again. And I just want you to know that God does not have a respect of person. It may look like the next person is better off than you, but the same God that answered their prayer for them is the same God that will answer your prayer for you. Okay? So this is just a confidence builder. I want to boost your confidence today. I want to be the person that's behind you, pushing you, helping you lift your head up, holding your hand. Like, this is what I'm going to be for you today. And when you look at this video, this is what I'm going to be for you. I want to help you get up out of that funk spot in your life and get yourself together. You have goals to reach. You have people in your life that need you. You have people that God are going to assign to you that's going to need your testimony. So you're not going to get stuck in one place. You're going to write down your goals. You're going to work towards them. You're going to make your vision board. And I also have a prayer room. And I'm going to make a video about my prayer room. That's probably going to be my next video. My closet is not clean right now. But I have a prayer room. And it's just a little small section of my closet, nothing spectacular, but I don't go in it as much as I used to, and I need to make time to do that. But like, that's a spot where you can go in there and write your journals. You can kind of just talk to God. Like sometimes I would go in there and I didn't know what to say. I would just open up my Bible. I would just read the scriptures and affirmations that were on the wall. I also have the Bible app. Now the Bible app has some tremendous devotions. You can type in whatever you're feeling like. If you're dealing with stress, if you're dealing with anxiety, if you're dealing with jealousy, you can type in those words and some really nice devotions will come up to help you. So if you don't use the Bible app, I would encourage you to do that. I just want you to get some peace, okay? And I want you to keep that peace. I want you to build your confidence. I want you to be strong. I want you to follow the things that God has in store for you. I do not want you to be in a place where you're just sad and angry all the time. Life is not promised. The next day is not promised, and life is short. You're supposed to enjoy where you are today. Although it may not be where you want to be, you still have to find some type of good side out of it and enjoy your life, okay? Because we don't never know when our time will be cut off. We don't never know. So it's important for you to enjoy your life, okay? I hope you enjoy this.